So the Nintendo Switch summer sale may be coming to an end now, but that doesn't mean that there aren't still plenty of deals out there worth your attention, and you may be strapped for cash after spending big this week. But today on the channel I'm bringing you 10 more games, all under $5, to really finish off those wallets once and for all. To top you up, however, I'm going to be giving away a $10 gift card this week, but more on that later in the video. So without further ado, drop a like and subscribe for more Nintendo Switch content, and let's get started. So the first game on our list today harks back to one of my favourite series of all time, as Bloodstained Curse of the Moon takes some heavy influence from the classic 8-bit Castlevania games. This one though is a Metroidvania which follows Zangetsu the Exorcist as he assaults a dark castle looking to eradicate its demons, and as you work your way through its branching stage designs, you'll recruit several new allies whom you can then switch between on the fly, each of which comes with their own unique abilities, opening up new playstyles and new routes through the game. A challenging title, but in my opinion a fantastic recommendation, particularly to fans of Castlevania 3, and well worth it if you're looking for some retro platforming action. So if you're in the market for some classic beat-em-up action, then look no further than the Takeover, a side-scrolling beat-em-up inspired by genre-defining games of the 90s, most notably the Streets of Rage games. But this one brings some modern touches to the formula, including a combo system which allows you to chain your attacks together, and special abilities and sidearms unique to each character with which to take down the opposition with. With 4 different characters to select from and 7 stages set across 20 unique locations, the Takeover is a worthy alternative to Streets of Rage 4, sporting some fantastic visuals which blend pre-rendered character sprites with real-time backgrounds. But the game can be played in 2-player co-op mode, making it a great one to dive into with a friend. So Flashback is a classic action-adventure game which originally released in 1992 and which follows Conrad B. Hart, a young scientist who finds himself awakened on a hostile planet with no memory of his past. Combining platforming elements with puzzle solving and intense action sequences, the game has you exploring various futuristic environments, overcoming obstacles and engaging in combat with both human and alien enemies. And the game was a huge hit back in the 90s, notable for its rotoscoped animations, innovative gameplay and engaging storyline. This anniversary edition of the game includes a modern mode with overhauled visuals and audio and a rewind function allowing for greater accessibility, but it remains to this day an absolute classic and well worth a play. Our next game, Unrailed, is a local co-op multiplayer game which tasks up to 4 players with working together to build and maintain a track to help an unstoppable train reach its destination. And this one is on par with the Overcooked games when it comes to the level of chaos on offer, requiring plenty of communication and coordination to get the job done. Working your way through its procedurally generated landscapes though, you'll be chopping down trees, mining rocks and collecting valuable resources to build the tracks, navigating unpredictable terrain on the fly and dealing with the hazards it throws at you. But there are also upgrades to help you on your way, allowing to improve your train and make your life that little bit easier. A true argument starter this one, but super addictive with plenty of replayability on offer. Up next then we have Not Tonight, a post-Brexit management game set in an alternative Britain where Brexit talks have collapsed, an extreme far-right government has taken power, and if you've played something like Papers, Please, this one has a similar vibe, having you play the role of a bouncer manning the doors of various establishments, checking IDs, managing guest lists, and stopping the partygoers from becoming unruly. It's all about making decisions though and deciding where your priorities lie. Will you join the resistance and fight for the regime, or keep your head down and just accept your fate? Your every decision matters, but you'll also be upgrading your apartment and equipment to allow you to deal with the situations you face and better prepare for the future. And this Take Back Control edition comes with an additional DLC chapter. So if you're wanting to be in with a chance of winning that $10 gift card this week then, all you've got to do is drop a comment down below with the best deals you managed to snag this week, or your recommendations to others. The winner will then be picked at random from the comments and announced in next week's deal video. So fans of the Bomberman series will no doubt have a blast with this next one, as Ponpu puts a fresh spin on the classic formula of dropping bombs and blowing shit up, bringing traps, puzzle solving and dodging mechanics to the mix, as you make your way through its campaign mode, collecting upgrades and battling bosses, or alternatively take to the arena to face off against 3 of your besties in a variety of game modes. The game features some fantastically slick visuals though, and its single player mode is both challenging and rewarding, and while its multiplayer mode is a little limited in terms of the variety of its arena mechanics and power-ups, it's still plenty of fun and somewhat of a hidden gem in my opinion, and definitely a worthwhile alternative to Bomberman. So Green Hell is in my opinion one of the best hardcore survival games on the Switch, pitting players against the relentlessly harsh conditions of the Amazon jungle as they scavenge for materials to build tools, shelters and equipment, hunt for food, and fight for survival against starvation, the environment and the jungle's hostile inhabitants. This one though is definitely not for the faint of heart though. It's a granular survival experience requiring you to maintain your macro levels, tend to wounds quickly to fend off sickness, and really manage your resources wisely. But it comes with both a fully fledged campaign mode in which you're tasked with locating your missing wife, as well as a randomly generated survival mode with plenty of accessibility options to try and make your gameplay experience that little bit easier. A challenging but equally rewarding gameplay experience, and definitely one that's worth the asking price. Now, for many, the Panzer Dragoon series of games are the unsung heroes of the 90s, and one which brought an innovative new approach to the on-rail shooter genre. The Panzer Dragoon Remake is a game which aims to stick as close as possible to the original, featuring familiar landscapes and its classic lock-on and fire gameplay mechanics, whilst also bringing some modern day sensibilities such as refined visuals and the choice of both classic and modern control schemes. In most regards, this remake succeeds in delivering the nostalgia kick it intends to and pays a worthy homage to an all-time classic. However, its controls can be a little frustrating, it's not quite as challenging as the original, and its short 1 hour or so playtime means that picking it up in this sale is definitely the way to go with this one. Our penultimate title today then is one that I've recommended before and one which is permanently priced at under $5, but Dodo offers a true high score chasing arcade experience complete with those classic arcade visuals and sound effects and a wonderful chiptune soundtrack to play along to. Like all great arcade games though, the concept in this one is simple. Collect all of the donuts in a level whilst avoiding a variety of enemies and hazards, and then escape to the exit to rack up that score and take your spot on the online leaderboards. Its controls though are extremely tight, meaning you've only got yourself to blame if something goes wrong, but it's super simple, devilishly difficult and extremely addictive. The perfect title to play on the go. Rounding off our selection of deals today then, we have Moonlighter, and it's worth noting that the standard version of this game is on sale in the US and Canada, while the complete edition, which comes with the Between Dimensions expansion, is on sale in Australia, the UK and Europe. Moonlighter though is an action RPG in which you play as a humble shopkeeper who secretly dreams of becoming a hero, and its gameplay is somewhat similar to the classic Zelda games, but with the addition of RPG and roguelike elements, as you hop through different portals into other dimensions and work your way through randomly generated environments. Each dungeon delve has you collecting valuable materials which you can then return to the surface to sell in your shop, with the profits going towards upgrading your shop or upgrading the town and expanding its services, or alternatively to craft and upgrade new weapons and armour, items and relics, which in turn will allow you to delve deeper, take down bosses and ultimately save the kingdom. An awesome roguelike this one though, and definitely one of my favourites of the genre. And so that just about does it for this week's roundup of deals. So did any of them tickle your fancy, and will you be splashing the last of your cash on them? Let me know down in the comments section below, and don't forget to leave your recommendations to be in with a chance of winning that $10 gift card. For now though, drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more Switch eShop deals, top game lists and game reviews, and until next time, take care of yourselves and game on.